And welcome back, picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire. Round 185. We got 4 decisions. And yeah, we were predicting that middle mine was going to be out last turn. Let's actually pick up the fusion engine. That might be an interesting thing to put on the heavy tank. Time to combat or contemplate our ground attack aircraft. So medium aircraft, 1 engine, new blueprint. I'm going to set you up as a fighter bomber. You're medium, so what are your medium turbojet? So you're going to have some wings. 150 firepower, 325 air firepower. Okay, so either way, the air-to-air missiles are better than machine guns. And we'll go heavy rockets here. Needless to say, it's going to need more petrol. $16, 20, 25. Got the wings to get more range. That looks like small wings. The engine's not making it go farther. Medium engine. Okay, so these are only going to be 25 hexes. They're going to be a little bit shorter range than the air superiority fighters, which is fine. The big thing that these are carrying is, in a way, they've actually got better air attacks. They got heavy air-to-air missiles, but they've got better ground attack as well with the heavy rockets. So, medium 1 engine. So for right now, medium 1 engine. There we go.
Copy that.
Nomad traders, give us some ammo, sure. Not that we need ammo, but we'll take it. Release the spy. We'll take the relations increase. Okay, how's our replenishment looking? Need 6 more infantry. 2 more trucks. Everything else is fine. Oh, one more RPG. The east, yeah, that didn't go badly, but it didn't go super well. The rest of the mercenary aliens are on their way. Technically, these don't need logistics requirements, but after the gnolls. Oh, the boost hasn't kicked in? Really? Oh, it should have kicked in. Extension points. Why are there no extension points showing? Whereas... No, there should be extension points. I don't know why that's not working. Right. Maybe it just hasn't been applied yet. Either way, that's going to extend it by 50. So we're going to be looking for like 180. So it wants to be like here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those guys are having a bad day. Might be a bit preemptive to carry out the attack now. Yeah, a bit preemptive. We're taking a bit more pounding than we're given.
Negative to breach.
Though on the other hand, that will pin them down even more, so... Really? Why did you receive no supplies? I think that's actually a logistic bottleneck issue again. There should now be in supply because this truck station's now operational. Yeah, that's probably why we're showing green. We're still pretty much at the limit for the moment by the looks of it. So it may make sense to upgrade this truck station.
Yes, sir.
Which if it makes sense, I will do. And then you're being upgraded. It may even make sense to drive... Yeah, we have the metal. We'll drive the rails out to those stations. To those hubs. Set up, I don't have the metal to go over the mountain. Okay, so the rail line will have to go north of the mountain because the mountain is too intensive for metal. Okay, good to know. Or too intensive for rail. Then you're gonna want a little railhead. Little railhead. The train station is expanding. We don't need to expand the high speed here because while it's important for the inner core city logistics, this high speed doesn't actually reach all the way out. Well, it reaches barely out to the fronts. So I think that makes this rail hub more important. And it just finished. Let's go ahead and boop it one more up. Let's make it a little bit better. And then we're doing the last level on that truck station. Okay, so fall back here. We want to continue falling back just to tighten up the line. So there was one light infantry, or no, one siege guy in, or one grenadier in the hull. That's why the grenadiers didn't hold. Let's go one tile back just to shorten the front a little bit more. Okay, so we got the 2 light, the 1 light, the 2 light, 1 grenadier, 1 grenadier, the siege motorized grenadier. I'm missing a grenadier already. There's 1. A grenadier. Light grenadier. 2, 4. I'm gonna be very confused if we've already lost a whole. Lost a light infantry battalion. I'm counting one of the grenadiers. You actually a grenadier? Yeah, okay, so we got 3 grenadier here. Okay, I'm confusing a grenadier, because my grenadiers and my light infantry here share too much of a color. Race formation, missing unit, reform with troops. I suppose that's definitely a good sign, if we're able just to form units up right there, from a logistic standpoint. does mean the logistics is definitely improving. Even if we definitely still have a shortage of deploy units in some units. Anyway, so that should be the replacements. We lost a light unit, but the light unit was replaceable and has been replaced. Okay. And those are the guys looking over the border. Yes, the unit ran away. Oh, found an enemy unit and ran headfirst into them. One reason to take little jumps instead of just running fast when marching. At this point, it might be... I probably don't have the logistics to do it, but they're not... race formation is what I was thinking of. Probably don't have the logistics to do it, but... yeah, we don't have... light infantry. Not from the replenishment troops. What's the problem? Oh, we don't have... yeah, we don't have the logistics down here, so I'd have to march them down here. Couldn't strategic deploy them down here. Contemplating potentially replacing these guys with light ones so we can free up these grenadier units to be upgraded or deployed. But at the same time, that'd be another 10,000 infantry, which we don't have in our recruit pool at the moment. Assets. All the assets have worker shortage. I don't remember this many civilian assets. I feel like they built a civilian asset and that's giving them a population issue. And then probably the same up here, we're still having civilian issue because of the assets that were built. Okay, so let's give you half of them again.
Aye, aye, sir.
5 more colonists and 5 more colonists.
Order acknowledged.
Especially as the one in SimCity, we don't have infinite colonists. We don't have infinite people, to be fair. Okay, rail. Yeah, we already did that. If I'm contemplating doing anything that's going to improve industry, what I'm thinking it should be is I should build a second soil demetallization plant, so no one atomic deployment will cut off my metal supply. This is also somewhat to make up for the fact that we have lost the metal mine. There was a metal mine, I think, here. That ran out. It is gone. Completely gone. We're still scrapping there. And we've done our movements. Okay. Except for that movement. It's not much of a movement, but we'll do it. In this case, basically upgrading the roads we're stealing off of the AI. I think the AI, well, the AI used to, I don't know if they still are, the AI used to be able to build dirt roads for free. So that the combat AI didn't have to be hamstrung by the construction AI. Worker privileges. Okay, so where do we want to lower wages? You're 23 versus 16. You're 6 versus 8, so probably not there. You're 22 verse 14, so here's where we want to lower it. You're 8 right now, so we're going to call you up. We're going to lower you first. So zone orders. I'm going to lower your salary for the workers. And we're going to confirm that, which is going to piss the workers off. And then we're going to play the strat card of worker privileges.
Sir, yes, sir.
To put 14 of them back. At the expense of the civilian population that's incredibly happy because of their incredibly high wages. And hopefully the wages will keep coming down. Which, to be fair, as civilian population grows relative to civilian assets, their wages go down. The wages are inflated right now as a long-term effect from being nuked, right? So the nuke drove the civilian population down, which drove the wages up. Because the civilians were mostly attracted to stay in the city by the large number of jobs. Oh, nice. I just realized. The radiation's gone! Yay, the radiation's gone. Okay, so that means I can change some building priorities up. Let me find them. Anti-rad treatment. Mothball. Anti-rad. Mothball. Radiation cleansing. Are you actually doing anything? Is producing rad cleansing points, but is that because we have any radiation to cleanse? I don't think so. Mothball. So that'll free up 1,000 workers. 1,000, or no, 10,000. That'll make 10,000 less people who need to pay. And we should do the same here, because we cleaned up the radiation. Mothball. 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 We may want these later if we get nuked again. Which is why we're only mothballing them. Mothball. Mothball. And mothball. Okay, that'll save us wages. Diplomacy. Diplomacy with these guys.
Affirmative.
Success. Okay, so next turn... next turn I could declare peace. That would definitely give me time to reconstitute all the forces. Build truck hubs and stuff. Contemplating that. Traffic signs. What's the state of logistics down here? Terrible. It's terrible. Already been extended too. So we're going to go back to like 180. So here, on the mountain. Spitting distance of the volcano. Maybe do some volcanic power later. You're going to get a truck station.
Copy that.
And that, at some point, may become a city if we have the colonists. We don't currently have the colonists. I'm going to hook up to the road, so let's hook up to the road. Give us more logistics issues, or logistics ability in the future. Okay, let's cycle the turn, and we'll see how our situation changes. I may attempt another rule of acquisition number 76 again. I don't like that. I think we just got an atomics truck again. They're attempting to break out, and... well, the ones that were like 1 hex away have successfully broken out again. but the ones that were deeper and didn't. That was... Is that artillery strike? I assume that was probably Air Force strike. Got air attacked or something. Trying to recognize what the marks were. Might have just been... Well, it might have been a ranged attack, this too. Was some sort of preparatory bombardment one way or the other. Yeah, I'm thinking it's more and more a good time to declare peace. We can reconstitute your force, and then when the next declaration rolls in, hopefully there'll be a much better, more open front to hit. This is the ally, well, the friendly Republic's turn. The Republic hasn't been doing the best. I think it's getting double teamed by both theocracies. And now it should be our turn as soon as it's decided what the events will be. And then we'll be able to watch the vidcom and figure out why it showed an artillery strike on one of our cities. So yeah, we lost a decent number of infantry. Yeah. Atomic strike number 4. And apparently radiation has gotten worse. Leader KIA, so the 4th Motorized Siege Grenadier, has been killed in action. So yeah, Austerlitz has been nuked. So we need to obviously re-enable, activate you, activate you, activate you. And we need to keep everyone here as happy as we can until the radiation solves itself. Which, if what was determined earlier was the case, it shouldn't be that bad. We've got everything basically built, it just needs to get repaired enough to be effective.
Order acknowledged. I'm on it.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, and I think it is time to design a bomber, level bomber. So, heavy aircraft, 4-engine, new blueprint. You're going to be my level bomber. And like heavy turbojet. You're going to use some missiles to defend yourself. And you're a level bomber, so we're going to give you large wings, large fuel tank. .25 hex range with all the bombs. Bomb hatch, 800 kilogram bomb load, and some very heavy air-to-air missiles for defense. And at some point, I'll actually have to build an airfield so we can build some aircraft.
Copy that.
In oscillates. This is most likely going to fail. Let's just accept the demand. It did raise worker happiness, which is important because we're having an issue there. We'll do the normal pay here. And you are the replacement to the dead general. Okay, so needless to say here, we need to keep everyone happy. Did we get a... Well, we got another commercial project, which hopefully don't want right now. So we're gonna have to come in here.
Standing by. Order acknowledged.
And I know we were trying to lower wages, but wages are going back up, guys. Really? Only +2? I'd like a little bit more than +2.
Order acknowledged. Order acknowledged.
Oh, really? Oh, because we're not going that much above. Okay, we'll see how things progress. It shouldn't drop to below 50 in the next turn. Let's mainly focus on destroying what we can.
Move it now!
Asset-wise of these guys.
Negative to breach.
We'll take what we can. And then I'm going to try the good old trick of declaring peace. Might seem like a weird thing to do after someone nukes you, but we all know it's only just a temporary ceasefire anyway, so this is not going to be a sustained peace. I'll explain more. We're not taking control of that hex. I would explain more. We're not taking control of that hex. Mountains are good at obscuring people. Yes. Okay, that's that front. I got an opportunity to potentially be a bit greedy here, and we're going to try to nick the road. Okay, we're not getting much of the road, but we're getting some of the road. And the robot. That's that front. We don't need anything with the nomads. Nomads are actually being pretty respectful of borders. They're not usually that respectful for me. What is the likelihood I can actually force them off that hex? We're not in range for an air attack, which is fine. Are the tanks in range? That one isn't. That one isn't. Motorized, unused motorized? Yes, okay. So what I want is I want my road hex back before I declare peace here. One, nope, nope, yes. Tank, no, track, yes, tank, yes. That truck, yes. Okay, carry out our offensive. I want that hex back.
Going in.
And this is what a properly determined offensive comes from, looks like. We took 0 losses. They took 14. That's part of the reason for why I want to declare peace. Because if we can properly get our units actually attacking correctly, unit per unit, our units are better than theirs. just like, oh, that's a 331 infantry guy. Ours are 378. So our units are better than their units. But then we need to be attacking with numerical advantages and not just stalling everywhere. The best way to do that is to get peace, so I can get everything replaced and repaired and organized for the next war. Propose peace.
Affirmative.
Peace is accepted. They are hostile, but we're at peace. That will buy us a couple turns to repair and replace and reorganize. Grenadier there. Your light infantry. We should have 5 grenadiers. Oh, the 5th one is there. Okay, so there's the 11th. We'll put you on that hex just so we know that the hex is ours. And we're going to start pulling the 6th infantry out of the line so it can get upgraded to grenadier status. Same thing with the 10th. The 10th is coming out of the line. I'm not going to park the trucks. The trucks are going to pull back out. Sit on the supplies. Tanks will try to pull back. And then the 10th light wants to come out, which is technically right now going to leave us with a hole in the line, but we have peace. It should be fine for the moment. So we got the 10th, the 9th, 8th light, the 10th light, 9th light. Okay, so we've got a bunch of units that want to pull back to logistics lines so we can get them upgraded and replaced. And the helicopter pulls back. There's the 10th HQ. So yeah, we got a gap here. Obviously, I need to get the gap fixed before the war goes hot again, hopefully. But until then, we're golden. We're fine. Okay, let's look at losses. Surprisingly low losses. So we lost 3 professional troops, 3 professional transports, no artillery, no machine guns, no RPGs. No artillery. Okay. So we are in a position to potentially declare or deploy brigade-size units again. But I'm not going to do that. And there is, to some degree, a reason why, and that's because as I do this reorganization, we're going to get riflemen back. And I'm going to have lots of new new RPG and machine gun unit replacements that need to get deployed. Okay, you look like a decent thing to turn into a garrison unit. About a half intact unit. We'll park you on Austerlitz if I can select and deploy the correct unit. There we go. We selected you. Deploying you. Let's grab the next 5 as well. So we'll put another 10,000 troops on Austerlitz to replace the guys that got destroyed in the nuclear strike. They're not going to be particularly happy there while the radiation's there, but they're garrison troops. They don't need to be happy. They need to just be happier than the people that garrison, which, well, or at least half happy as the people that garrison, so that we don't have rebellion issues. Okay, so that's that turn. Mostly that turn. Got a bunch of political power. Which I'm not going to necessarily do anything with. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do some grand conventions.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Get all our existing leaders to be better. Yeah, and then we're going to start reorganizing our troops. I think I'm going to park behind the city here instead of on the city in the upcoming turns. In fact, in preparation for that, let's start doing that where we can. You're that unit. Okay, so this unit, can we do a mass replace? Only selected. Okay, so I gotta have them built to be replaced, apparently. So replacements. Those. Oh, those are the heavy. Well, they're not the heavy. The medium helicopters, right? So. Medium aircraft, 2 engine. I haven't actually upgraded yet, so these are what they were. No, not aircraft, helicopters. Where's the helicopters? Heavy helicopter? Yeah, so that's the heavy helicopter. We haven't done an upgrade to them. That's actually what we should do next, so we'll do one of those next. So, fighter bomber, 2 medium rotor engines. We're gonna probably soup these guys up. What can we get fuel range-wise? Looks like a 10 hex range. This isn't as much of an improvement because we haven't improved the helicopter engines over the jets. The jets are doing a lot better right now. Maybe we might revisit that. Orgs, before I forget. Applied science. Sanitation is done. Let's change what your focus is. Personal armor's good. Let's do security tactics next. Then reports, Air Force. So yeah, that's about as good as we want the jets to get. So let's change you. So this is mostly design and efficiency and stuff, right? So unless I wanted to do rocket engines. And I don't think you can put rocket engines on the helicopters. So probably what we want to do here is there... Where's it? Propeller. Trying to see if there's helicopter engine efficiency. It doesn't look like that. So I think it is probably the propeller.
Copy that.
So we'll improve the propeller engines. Okay, political power-wise, that's looking good. We're adjusting our linear techs. We'll start very heavily doing upgrades on the next turn, because we'll be in good logistics at that point. To do all these upgrades with the 9th. Basically the light brigades getting into position and the motorized being pulled back. Yeah, we've basically pulled the motorized back. We'll probably pull the tank. Well, the tank's getting pulled back as well, yeah. But we'll have them all pulled back to proper logistics positions. And we'll do the replace and refits on units as they become available. So I'm going to cycle the turn. I think this is actually going to be... I don't want this to be an hour long. So this is actually just going to be a 2-turn video, because apparently I'm doing 20 minutes a turn now. Hopefully it'll pick up a little bit faster while we're in peace, because I'll be doing a lot less moving. I'll be doing mostly upgrading and construction, I think. So if you're watching YouTube, I'm going to try to record one more part tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break when this end turn ends. And the end turn should be boring. Braunbund is currently in a ceasefire with us, so their border is not going to change. Hopefully. Technically, I don't think there's anything that actually stops the AA from declaring on you the very turn you've declared peace with them. They just usually don't. So this should just be boring. This should be them just moving their troops around. Technically, because they're not hostile with us, their military eye should prioritize borders that they're actively hostile on. So they're probably going to pull troops off to attack other places. So we're going to see they're doing a big attack on our ally. Basically, they're pulling troops off that were set up to do offensives on us, and they're throwing them at other people. So if the peace goes on long enough, we might find the border opposite of us ends up very empty. So if we sorted out logistics by then, that's a big boon to us going on the offensive. If we sorted logistics and we've got our troops upgraded, it's time to attack. So probably the last part of this stream and possibly the opening of the next stream will be us just trying to get our troops ready for when the ceasefire breaks down. Because I don't expect I'm going to be able to sustain this ceasefire. And to be fair, I can't win the game in ceasefire. I will need to attack them. That is unavoidable. Right now I'm just big enough that they can't win. And to be fair, at this point they're tied with the blackmailer, right? So them and the blackmailer, one of them probably has to die for us to win. And they're both big enough that they can't win while we're alive, right? So they're in opposition to each other. Them plus us stops the other one from winning, basically. Which means I can sort of play this Mexican standoff where I don't have to fight the AI. The AI will exhaust each other if I play my cards right. And that's how I'm going to do the sort of come behind, come from bronze win here, right? Because we're in the bronze position. We're in third on the podium right now. And if everything goes well in the next, probably the next 100 turns, we'll probably get from bronze to gold. But it took us 100 turns to go from like 5th to bronze, so we're doing better. We're doing better. Things are coming back. Things just weren't always this good. And to be fair, we're also recovering from nuclear strike. We got a summer struck again, which is part of the reason I decided to declare peace. Give us a moment to recover from being atomically struck. We can see no combat losses. Great. And this is where the break on YouTube's going, so I hope you've been enjoying it. Catch you all in the next part. If you're watching on Twitch, hang around. I'm going to take a short break and then be right back. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.